We are live. So shout out to all of my fellow Tauruses, or those with placements in their charts, okay, Venus energy. So this is going to be just a collective. It doesn't have to just be for people with Taurus placements. It definitely can just be a heads up for Taurus even as a collective. So yeah, I'm just going to wait until the live kind of fills up a little bit and then we'll get into the reading. But yeah, so Taurus season is right at the peak. It's right there. I need my pink lights. I'm gonna be right without it. There we go. I'm gonna just cleanse the energies around here as well. So happy Saturday to everybody. Whenever you watch this, it's been a minute. It feels like I haven't did a collective reading. That wasn't one of my ghetto fairy readings. It's been a minute. Cleanse the space, cleanse the energies around here. There's some rose quartz up here as well for that healing energy. I should have got a pink candle. I think I'm gonna burn a pink candle for us as well, just for those self-love energies, soft healing energies. Maybe even some green. I do have a green candle and I have a pink candle. So what did I do with my pink candle? I put myself up in places and forget sometimes. A big chunky pink candle. Let me find it. Where she at? Oh, there she is. Mm. Okay. Hopefully that sounds better. No, I don't know what that sound is. It's weird. Hmm. Hopefully that sounds better. Mm. Okay. Hopefully I fixed the sound. It does sound a little bit more clear. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. I can hear myself. Sometimes I had to play it from another device just to make sure I sound okay. And I did not do that before I started talking. But I'm just waiting for the live to fill up before we get started. So this live is not just for Taurus placement people. It could be for anyone just wanting to tap into Taurus season's energy for themselves. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Pink candle. Yeah. I might do one tomorrow. I'll see. Depends on what I'm doing because I may or may not be doing anything for Easter. Like I really don't celebrate holidays like that anymore. So it really all depends on what I do, but I might do a mini love reading tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. Most likely tomorrow I'll let you guys know if I'm doing one. Yeah, because I'm not gonna be able to do happy hour this coming week because I have to do overtime at work. So yeah. Greetings. We're just getting started, y'all. We're just getting started. I haven't tapped in yet or anything, just making sure everything is good, sound wise. The image is clear, got the candles and everything. We're good. Cleanse the space. All right, so let's tap in. Let's get started. Okay. So yeah, so this Taurus season is coming up pretty soon. So happy birthday to my fellow Taurians out there. Anyone with Taurus energy or just Venusian energy or just want to tap in and see what's up for yourselves for Taurus season. So yeah, Taurus, we're just tapping into the essence of Taurian energy and Venusian energy. Beauty, sensuality, you know, the money magic, the vibes, we're going to tap into all of that. Stability, self-worth, all those beautiful things. So yeah, I'm gonna use this what is the name of this damn deck? I think it's a Venus deck, and then this Aphrodite deck, and I'm gonna use the Oshun deck as well. So we're gonna put these to the side because I need some space to read. So we're gonna have some oracle cards here. Your aunt is a Taurus with a Sag moon. Interesting. Interesting placement. It's like it would give a little bit balance to sometimes the too sturdy energy of a Taurus, and like the Sag would kind of bring out more of a jovial energy, or just kind of like get out of your comfort zone type of vibe. So that could work. That could be a balance. Okay, so let's tap in. Let's see what the current vibe is. Like, what is the energy around you? What are you radiating or attracting right now? Or who's attracted to you? I mean, because, Venus energy is about the love as well. So let's see. Let's see what the energies are for this collective spirit that is meant to receive this message. High Priestess, the Hermit, Two of Cups. Your energy is very mysterious at this time. I feel like in the Nine of Pentacles, it just feels very content, off in your own world. Maybe some people really don't know like how to take your energy right now, and not in a bad way, just more so just um if this is an energy of potential suitors, um yeah, if this is like an energy of potential suitors or anyone that might be interested in you, It does feel like they're not sure if you're single. Your energy doesn't give off a strong energy of looking, or not necessarily that you don't want love or that it's like this bitter energy. It's just like your energy is just kind of kept to yourself, and maybe it's coming off as just very content, chill, focus on yourself. It's all about you season right now. So you could give off that air that you're not really looking, or a possibility that you could already be taken. Like, people aren't really sure. And outside of the romantic energy, I feel like you come off as you're very secure with yourself. Your energy is kept sacred. It's not spreading itself too thin. Um, I also feel like this is the time where you guys may feel very connected to your intuition when it comes to your love life. Like, it could, that could range between anything. It doesn't have to be like just one specific thing that you're in tune about with your love life, because you guys are all different. You're all at different stages in your life. Um, but there is an energy I feel around some sort of deep knowing around like your love situation, your love life. So for instance, I'll just use this as an example. It doesn't have to be this specifically, but say for instance, like, you're having these dreams about a person that you can't really see their face, but you might take that, or intuitively tap in, or intuitively know that this is a sign that your person is coming, or they're on the way, or something like that. It might register as someone's interested in you, and you just haven't found out who that person is in the waking life, or something like that. Or it may not even be a dream, just some sort of intuitive downloads around your love life or your love situation. I feel like you guys are very wise. I'm getting like phases of the moon. So there's a crescent moon here, and then there's a full moon in this card. So between the Hermit and the High Priestess, it's like the cycles. There's some sort of like inner knowing about either a chapter cycle in your love life. Hmm. Let's see what's at the top. The Crone of Wands. So the Crone is like very wise. Um, Someone that has a lot of sacred knowledge and wisdom. And I feel that intuitively, some of you guys may feel that it's time for you to explore love, or it's time for you to come out now and not hide yourself. And I feel people want to see more of an aspect of yourself. It's like they know there's more beneath the surface, there's more than what meets the eye with you. And there's this mystery around your energy, almost like you can look but you can't touch, or I know there's something there but I just can't quite put my finger on what that is. That's your energy. I feel like that's you're radiating. And this is very attractive to people, actually, because it's like you don't put everything out there. You're not, it's like, it's not a, I don't want to say thirsty, but you're not giving off an energy that is desperate for love or desperate for things to happen in your life. It's like you may desire certain things, you may want it, and it's like a relaxed, cool, chill energy. And I feel like there's a silent confidence that you have, that is sensed around you. People can feel. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hold on, a call came through. And I could have sworn I put my phone on do not disturb, but maybe I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did. Okay. But yeah, I do feel like your energy is very powerful in its silence. Like, you don't have to be loud about certain things. You don't have to brag. You don't have to tell everybody what you're up to, what you're doing. It's kept sacred. And I don't know, it just feels like some people don't even know whether or not you're single. Are you seeing someone? Are you in a serious relationship? It's like your energy is very mysterious in that way. Like no one would ever know whether or not you're in a relationship. Because maybe you give again this energy of being content, whether that's contentment just like with yourself as just in your own personal space, or it's like you're happily content with someone already, and it's like you're not, your energy's not giving off an air of looking for love or being involved. So interesting. Okay. There was something that was coming to me about an ancestor and it completely slipped from me. Um, this Crone of Wands feels like you guys have been working with some sort of divine feminine energy, goddess energy. Could be someone that invokes a passion or a confidence or sparks something inside of you. Could be a fire sign, feminine energy, or someone that's close to you. I'm going to clarify with the Oshun Oracle real quick. I want to see what this energy is. I'm picking up on. Okay. Radical truth, clarity, and self awareness. This is someone that maybe you guys were working with Isis energy or Aset, if you whatever term or word or name you choose to call the mother goddess. But I'm getting that some of you guys may have been working on some sort of self-love, honoring you, your truth, your expression, like the person that you are, the person that you're becoming or tapping into, working with some sort of divine feminine goddess energy. It could be an ancestor. It's someone that is ascended with the number 33. This is someone that is no longer here on earth, or this is like a higher source of energy or divinity that you're tapping into. Okay? That is having you look at yourself, really look into your soul, especially with the hermit and the high priestess energy here. So that's very powerful. Let's go ahead and tap in. I will tap into more love energy in a second. I just want to get an overall gauge on the energy around this Taurus season, this Venus energy influence for whomever it's meant to resonate with. Like, yes, my fellow Tauruses, this is mainly for you guys for sure, but these cards flew on the floor. But it can also be a message for anyone that is meant to resonate with it. So it doesn't have to just be for Taurus placement people. Three of Swords flew out of the deck. The Witch of Swords flew out, and the Eight of Pentacles flew out. So you guys are working your magic, utilizing your divinity, your power, your gifts, your spiritual gifts to, I feel like, work through some sort of pain and sorrow. Like you are able to see, you're very layered. You're a very layered person. And I feel like that's what makes you intriguing to others, because it's like they don't really know what they're going to get. They may experience certain aspects of you and then the next they're experiencing another. And it's something that is an intrigue, I feel like. Um, but with the Witch of Swords, I feel like is a very powerful energy, but it's like it's still this student. It's like an energy where you're still learning things about yourself, or you're learning through your pain and your trauma how to work your magic, how to heal, how to transmute some shit. Um, Through certain pain or level of experience of pain, or through other people's pain and experience, you're learning how to heal yourself, or through your own pain you're learning how to help heal other people. Somehow you're using your gifts, or you're going to be during this Venus season, during this Taurus energy. It's very rooted and very grounded in um, deep healing, I feel, and honoring the self and being in service to those who need it and who are open to receive for the most part. Because sometimes, like, you might be called to help certain people that may not be ready to receive it, but it's just your job to lay it out, leave it where it's at. And if they decide to take it or use it for their betterment, that's up to them. Um, but yeah, I feel like some people might not be able to to reach you, whether that literally be like contact you, find you, see you. Some of you guys might be in a relationship and you're not telling people. You're just kind of keeping it to yourselves. You're working on building a relationship outside of the eyes or the gaze of other people. You might be surrounded by wounded individuals that don't want to see, you know, people happy. That misery loves company energy. Some of you guys might decide through a healing, like a period of healing, um, to keep your relationship sacred. And if you're not in a relationship, some of you guys will be in a relationship. If not during this Taurus season, it's like this Taurus season preparing you. And it's a conclusion that I need to keep my relationship out of, out of the eyes and reach of people that, I just want to keep it private, keep it to myself and build it in silence. Um, some of you guys may be pregnant, or you're keeping your pregnancy a secret, or you're protecting your children or something at this time, keeping your energy away from drama. It's like you've elevated past this. Like, even the way that you work through your own pain and trauma, maybe in the past you kind of denied that you were hurt, or you just kind of moved in a maybe a bitter way when it comes to certain things that have hurt you. Instead, it's like you're learning how to utilize your gifts, your abilities to heal, um, in a way that is actually, it's like it's new for you. I'm going to clarify this with the Venus, or the Oshun Oracle. What's this energy, spirit? So these two cards want to come out. So I'm going to take two. You have Oshun of the Crossroads, Ascension, Transformation, Quantum Leap. You have Oshun, the third eye, intuition, insight, and vision. Yeah. So, like, again, you're using your gifts, you're using your visions, your insights to help transmute energy, to help you get out of a certain energy and moving into a new one, a greater energy. Okay. There is an emphasis on the third eye and the crown chakra, kind of similar to this Three of Swords imagery right here with this one eye. It's like you see past, what's the deeper issue, or how to work through it, how to heal it, how to address it by utilizing your intuition, by utilizing your spiritual gifts. So that's pretty powerful. Um, in a way that you may not understand fully or know the depths of the power of that. So not a lot of people tap into themselves in a way where they are able to pinpoint how to work through their pain, how to heal through it, how to find wisdom and peace through their pain. Not a lot of people have that. Shouldn't say ability, because I feel like we all have the ability to change ourselves for the better or to overcome, but it's a choice. And not everyone makes that choice, has the courage to make that choice. So, all right, let's tap in. Let's keep going. My table might get a little messy because I'm gonna leave these cards out just in case we gotta come back and reference some cards. I'm gonna leave these out. um, let's see. Four of Cups, balance, which is the temperance in this deck, and the Ten of Swords. All right. I feel like there might be some energy or people that might be attracted to you that are bored with themselves, that are deeply broken or wounded. And Spirit is saying how you deal with them, you're going to have to deal with them in a balanced way. You're going to have to know um, how to handle these energies in a way that does not take from you or drain you. I do feel like this is an energy that you're going to end up letting go. Okay, so any toxic energies or people or things that have been draining to you, you're going to let it go. Um, there's an energy of adult intimacy. I don't want to say the exact word because I think YouTube is a little too sensitive with certain words when there's censorship. So I'm gonna just say adult intimacy. There could be something connected to that with, between you and a person that maybe you shouldn't be engaging with in that way. Um, because there is something about like when you exchange energies with this person, obviously when you have that sacred exchange with the person that is not so sacred or does not hold themselves to sacredcy or looks at that intimate act as something sacred, does not hold you as sacred, they're not really in a healthy state within themselves, that energy will take from you. Sometimes it will have an effect where it will help this person heal, but if this person's repelling that in other ways, they're not receptive to that healing completely, it's like they're just taking from you, they're just taking. um because again, your energy is very powerful and you are a healer, and a healer does not always have to be through what is a mainstream form of healing in a spiritual sense, like, oh, you're a healer if you do reiki and such, or you're a healer if you're a doctor or you're a nurse or whatever, pediatrician. Like, it doesn't have to be that. It's the way that you love, the way that you show up for people. It's so many layers to healing, and I feel that whoever this person is that may be experiencing you on that intimate level, this person is taking more than they're giving to you energetically, and I feel like you know that. And there's this energy of I'm deading this, I'm letting it go. And if it's not that you're experiencing intimacy with the person, it could on that level, an adult intimacy, I'm gonna call it, on that level, then it is some sort of exchange where someone is taking your I'm gonna call it sacred energy exchange for us, because I'm not gonna say the exact word, but you know what I'm trying to say. The adult thing that we do, right? Um, Someone could be taking that essence and energy from you in some capacity. Like the more you give, the more you like give this person attention or pour into them. And I feel like this is a connection that you're gonna let go of, regardless of if this person is attracted to you or their energy. And it may not be anything romantic. It could be people that just have this energy of taker, kind of like the succubus, incubus energy. And they might use their sacred sensual energy, if you know what I'm saying. Again, the adult intimacy to kind of lure and attract and take things away from people. Whether it's through charm or manipulation or emotional manipulation, mental manipulation. Um, it's time to release it and let it go. And I feel how you deal with this energy, it could be teaching you balance, like like how to healthily exchange your energy, you know, or how to even gatekeep it. Shit. Okay. Clarify. Wow. Ocean of self-destruction. Wow. Okay. So ocean of self-destruction, it says self-sabotage, destructive patterns, caution. So this is something that spirit is saying, like either you're surrounded by or someone is attracted to you in your energy field that is a self-sabotaging individual. They ruin things for themselves and other people around them. It's like anyone that's connected to them, if their life is not in order, it will cause other people chaos if this person doesn't get it together, or people that are around this person don't decide to get away or protect themselves, protect their energy. They might be very destructive. Spirit is cautioning you about certain people. um, and I know that sometimes like people don't want to hear these type of messages because it's easy to live in la la land. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it to grown ass adults sometimes, that not everything is going to come out light and fluffy. And just because you hear one thing that sounds quote unquote negative doesn't mean that it's something you shouldn't take heed to. You know what I mean? Like, um, so obviously if your energy is on the up and up, or you're shifting into a new energy or healthy space within yourself, or you've been working through healing, Obviously, just like a white t-shirt, I like to use this example quite a bit sometimes. Like, um, when you're wearing a white t-shirt and you're going out among, about your day, that white t-shirt is going to attract stains somehow. You know how it is, you guys. Like when you try to keep that white t-shirt or whatever, that white cloth material, or even some nice sneakers, keep them fresh and white. Somehow it's like it's just going to attract that dirt, right? I mean, you're going to see it more visibly. So as you're doing this, it's natural that people are going to gravitate towards you and want to come and like stain up your energy, or um, just be attracted to that and want to come around, or feel like, oh, well, how is this person getting by? How are they making it? I want to eat off some of that. I want some of that. I want to experience that. How can I fit in and get in where I fit in with this energy? And it's up to you to how you handle this energy is everything. Like, you have the ability, you have the power, and you have the wisdom to do it. You have the discernment level to do it. So yeah, but I see like y'all ending something. Like, you walking away from these destructive energies or people with the Ten of Swords. Like, it's done, and I feel like it. Like, you've been getting so many signs over the years, that there's some sort of connection that you just need to let go of. It's something that is just not meant. It's not good for you. And you've been getting the signs, like, it's like heavily, like, sometimes, because this is the energy that I'm picking up on. So, like, how sometimes, like, when you sit with yourself about certain things with people, like, when you get to that point where you really start to see, like, oh, this person is not really for me, they don't have my best intentions, and then you start to like recollect whatever, everything that you experience with this person that was a red flag. It's like when you go back and like, oh, when they said something like that, um, now I can see like they weren't wishing me well, or this person's tone, or that look that they gave me, or that one time that they, you know, started hanging out with people that they knew were, not my friends, or didn't like me, or were my enemies, they're gonna hang out with them and blah blah blah. Or that one time that they made that joke about me, was it really a joke, or was it like a sly hint of how they really felt about me? You start to sit with things, like when you take a step back from toxic situations or people or individuals or connections, whatever. You'll start to go back and really see like, oh shit, this person really was not for me. And I feel like that's these crows here. These crows are like showing you all these different signs, like heads up that this was always meant to not work out, or not for you in the end. And I feel that there's gonna be something that finally deads this for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Spirit. This Taurus season, Venus energy for the collective. Seven of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Hanged One. I don't feel like, because sometimes, we might take experiences that don't work out as like a punishment. Like, well, why did it come into my life in the first place? And over time, like when it comes to spiritual maturity, you'll understand that every experience holds some level of value, and is meant to like help you, or helps you grow, helps you to mature, help you to become wiser in your life experiences, your life journey, not just for yourself, but maybe for other people, to help other people. And not to say that other people just get away scot free and never get the lesson that they were meant to learn. Like, over time, they will learn their lesson. It just how life goes. Um, because I feel like this energy, like whoever these individuals are, or if it's a person that you're going to conclude during this time that they got to go. I feel it's more so this lesson for you to trust yourself, however that looks like you might trust yourself in different ways. You're able to, you might be someone that's very wise and mature with your money. um but when it comes to the soft spots, like people that you love and care about, or wanting a mate or a partner, or wanting to believe everybody is your friend or what have you, right? It's like you might be a little soft in those areas where spirit is trying to sharpen your discernment, when it comes to what's really for you and what's not. When to let things go. Maybe that could be a lesson as well. When to learn to walk away and let go. As Tauruses, I will speak for myself as a Taurus. Okay. Sometimes we don't know when to leave situations because of that desire for love and community, family, friendship, romance. Like you want to put your best foot forward, and when you grounded yourself and rooted yourself in that, and when someone has gotten rooted into your heart and you love those people, it's very hard to pry yourselves away from those connections. So I kind of feel like it's very similar, that any connection or any situation that you have a hard time uprooting and removing yourself from, this is the season to work through that. And I feel like that is the lesson of knowing when it's time to let it go. And in the Nine of Swords, it looks like smoky quartz here in this card. So it's definitely about cleansing some heavy energies. Okay. So you may experience that. And I feel like your intuition, and you're very, I don't know, I don't want to say like you're a mind reader, but like you can probably pick up people's energies in a way with what they don't say. So it's like you can tell, like, by someone's tone, like that what they're trying to convey to you, even if it's not verbally coming out of their mouth. It's like, I didn't like the way that person said that. Like it had a tone of it. It just felt funny. It felt very condescending. It felt very underhanded. You know. So let's clarify with the Oshun. Ocean floods, spite, malice, revenge. I'm telling you right now, y'all, like, once you find out, like, once you really see shit for what it is, it can cause you to want to, like, get back at some people. But I don't see you doing that. At least I hope not, but I don't see that. Um, but I do feel that you're going to feel that sense of rage. And I feel like that's when you know that you're done, when you're fed up. Because if you're somebody, if you're someone that is big on loyalty and you pour into people genuinely, you're not looking for anything back in return necessarily, but you have the intentions of showing up for people. You have the intentions of giving, and every time that you think about how somebody played in your face, it's going to piss you off. That's what I'm getting, like. It's going to piss you off in a way that you don't even know how to convey it in words that you want to tell somebody about themselves. But spirit wants you to take the higher road. Like, it's not worth it. Don't waste your energy. Um because you can definitely go off. Like, it's like it's all sweet and cute until it's not. But I feel like spirit's wanting you to rise above that, not matching people on that level of energy. Because the truth be told, like, motherfuckers know what they be doing. And so while they're playing in your face thinking that it's cute and they're getting away with it, it's going to come back to bite them. And it may not always be like this heavy karma that you want to, like, oh, I hope this person just loses everything. It might not be that. It might come in trinkets. It might come in a way where this person values something, and that thing that they value gets stripped from them. It could come in the form of, like, by you not giving into their energy anymore, by them no longer being able to find validation through your pain, or through, quote unquote, making you feel like you're stupid or making you look stupid in their mind. Once you strip yourself of that, it's going to destroy them, because they don't have that energy to feed off of anymore. They don't have that energy to validate them. So you don't got to do too much. Not at all. Sometimes, like, your removal, your exit is enough. that is someone's karma already. Like that's, you know, wow. Okay. The Crone of Cups. Yeah, it's your connection to your, whether you are male or female, born male, female, doesn't matter. Your relationship, your connectivity to your divinity through feminine essence and energy, um, I feel like is it's like you're learning through, it's like an energy of self-acceptance that I was picking up earlier, but more so from a place of almost like you're learning to accept. I'm gonna be honest, this feels like I gotta figure out how to censor this energy because not censor the energy, but censor my words. So I have to describe the energy, but kind of censor certain things that YouTube might be like, you can't say that. But it's giving yoni power. Some of you guys might do like mirror work with your yoni, or like admiring parts of your body or parts of your essence, your organs, the things that, if you've ever read that book, The Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, that book has different rituals and prayers and incantations and like meditations to connect with your womb. And I feel like there's something with that, but I'm not 100% like getting a clear message as to what that looks like. But this could even be a water goddess energy that you work with, or tapping. It's like you have a siren energy, and siren energy is not that typical. Like I feel it's not just this one-sided thing of it's just like the sexy energy and someone that's so alluring and takes you to a place like that you can't escape, you know, like this seductress energy, or this vanity. It's siren energy to me is also someone that has a very powerful voice, not just in its sound, in its tone, but in its expression. Your voice as you, as a walking, living, breathing soul, human being, um, the way that you are able to deeply reflect, the deep capacity, almost this infinite capacity to love. And I feel like you're finding the pearl and gems in that, even if it comes with painful experiences sometimes. But you have the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands with this um powerful feline energy. So again, you have a lot of powerful goddess. Wow, you have Hathor, you have Inanna, and then you have the fertility goddess energy here. And it's surrounded by all these golden coins and golden chalices and keys. Like this empowerment energy is the key to unlock your blessings. I always tell people the more you love yourself, the more you're going to show up authentically. And when you show up authentically, you're going to open the doors to receive what's meant for you. As long as you're playing small, or you don't know your worth or your value, or you don't value yourself enough, you're not going to attract the things that are meant for you. You're going to settle for less than what you deserve. You're going to play smart, or play small rather than playing smart. And that is going to block your blessings. Hey, Christina. Hey, sis. But the Four of Pentacles is like, you know how to gatekeep. It's like, you're not going to show up without an offering. And it sounds very cocky to say, like, I'm sure y'all probably seen, it's like a meme, um, an old meme on social media where it says, like, how you going to like step to a goddess? Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but like, how are you going to step to a goddess without an offering? And it's like, if you hold yourself to a high regard, and not like, again, not in vanity or conceit, but like more so from a place of self-worth and value. It's like, you're not just going to come into my life and not bring anything of substance or value. It's just collective as a whole. whoever is meant to resonate. But yeah, you have the Two of Wands here, the Moon with Hathor, the Star with Inanna. So again, it's going back to that sacred, sensuality energy and utilizing it and pouring into what pours into you. Like you don't have time for anything that, because it's an inner truth and knowing. And Hathor is also a fertility goddess. I'm noticing a lot of fertility energy, even with Inanna. Um, or Ishtar, that they get that energy, the whole thing around. It's just so ironic. I felt guided to use this deck, and I completely forgot about her being in this deck, which is stupid because it's got a lot of goddesses up in here. But the whole story of Easter is connected to the fertility goddess Ishtar. So like when they talk about the eggs and the bunnies and just the story of resurrection, like they're taking different pieces from ancient texts and things like that, and mythological or mythologies, different stories, and kind of trying to make it into this whole sacred, and I know that might be controversial, especially if you still celebrate Easter and the resurrection of Christ, but it's like taking things that have already been, or taking stories that have already been created and putting them into the Bible, and then creating these holidays and behind it. And this energy may be your own resurrection, your own birthing in a very powerful way of how much do you love yourself. you know to be able to love other people, you have to be able to love yourself, because yes, you can show up in the best of your ability in your heart and love in that sense, but if you don't value yourself, you're doing a disservice to other people. You're showing other people that it's okay to stay in an energy of to mistreat people. It's okay for you to lie. It's okay for you to take advantage of people. So you can't really say that you love them from a pure space wholeheartedly. You might have the best of intentions, but it's not coming from a whole healthy place. It's coming from a half cup, trying to fill up other people's cups, especially people that don't have enough themselves to give. So when you love yourself, you're teaching people that you have to come better, you have to come correct with others. And then it makes them check themselves where they're lacking, because oftentimes wounded people, they're going to hurt other people if they don't choose to sit down somewhere and work on healing their own wounds. They're just going to go out into the world staining other people with their pain. So to love yourself is to love others in a healthy way. Yeah. Yeah, I know. My messages are triggering. I know. Nobody's trying to hear all of that. But it's all good. Whoever needs to hear it, they will hear it. All right, let's clarify this energy. Ocean of self-destruction again. It came out again. It is self-destruction to not love yourself. It is to self-sabotage yourself when you don't walk in self-love and self-worth, when you don't know your worth, or you don't believe that you're worthy. When you walk in that energy, you're self-sabotaging yourself. You're walking into things that are not blessed. You're walking into things that are not divinely aligned for you most of the time. You're allowing yourself to stay in mediocre situations or connections because they're not aligned with what's best for you. And that within itself can be a destructive pattern that is being broken, that you're resurrecting from, in other words. So let's tap in. I want to ask, what part of you, what part of your beauty, your worth, or your power is ready to be claimed or celebrated? What is that? What does that look like? What does that look like? Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I don't know what Saturn and Taurus has to do with anything because I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody, I don't know if that's possible. Maybe I'm thinking about Pluto because I think that's a generation. Um, I don't know. Saturn and Taurus, it could be like if it's not a placement that you have, it could like if you research maybe the energy of Saturn and Taurus, maybe there's a message for you. I don't know. But a part of yourself that needs to be embraced more, um, claimed and celebrated. If you look at your perseverance, your past works and efforts, that you've made, even at a time where you feel like you were immature, you didn't know no better, you weren't smart enough, you weren't this and that enough, and if you look back at those times and you in comparison to now, you'll see like the fruits of your efforts, your patience, your perseverance, where it's guiding you. It's beautiful, because in a sense it's like kind of what I was saying earlier that not a lot of people have the courage and the confidence to love themselves, to face themselves, to challenge themselves out of destruction, out of toxicity, out of pain, out of complacency, like all those things that, would keep and hold you back from experiencing what's the highest and best for you. Not a lot of people are confident and have the courage enough to do that, or even the integrity sometimes, because some people know that they are in bad situations or know that they're not the best of people at this time in their life, but they're okay with doing what they've been doing because they feel like there's no consequences or they just don't care. And again, I will always say this: a destructive person or a person that knows that they are not moving in high regard, meaning like they're not being a good person, they don't love themselves, because some people know that what they're doing is wrong and then eventually there is a consequence for it. It's almost like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about myself. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. So like you can't take it personal when other people hurt you, because deep down inside they're hurt and they don't love themselves at that point. They haven't reached that place, that they care about themselves enough to do better. I can never wrap my mind around a person that doesn't want to change or do better for themselves. Like, yeah, there's fear that comes into play sometimes, because I've been there, where you fear that you'll never be better or can change, or you think that you're not good enough. And there's just some people that know that they're not moving in integrity. They're like, oh, I ain't shit. I don't care. It's like an entitlement to be mediocre, or entitlement. And when I say mediocre, it doesn't mean like, oh, you got to have success in means of material things, but mediocre in a sense that you don't want to be a better person on the inside. You don't want to do better. You don't want to be a person in peace, a person that's in joy, a person that can sleep at night because they don't got no bullshit going on, or they care about themselves enough to like live a healthier life, be a better person. Like I can't wrap my mind around people that it's okay just to like stay in fucked up energy. I'll never be able to understand that, and I can't respect it. I just can't. Yeah, I get some people are like stuck in trauma sometimes and they don't feel like they're capable of it. But like a person that actively is destructive and knows that it's wrong and it's just like, oh well, I don't care. They don't love themselves. They don't. They don't want to do better. They don't care. So you should never internalize another person's behavior as like it's strictly personal against you. No. It's personal against them. It's how they feel about themselves. A person that cannot love themselves can't really say they love other people. Like it's true. It is what it is. Ocean rising, awakening, enlightenment, and insight. So another thing that you should claim and celebrate about yourself is the fact that you have become awakened and aware of yourself, of your life, of the world around you. Awaken to your gifts, awaken to your power, your insight, your enlightenment. That is something to celebrate, to be proud of. And No, it may not be like this is just all the experience that you're ever going to have and you've ascended at this level and there's no other level of growth ever to come. Like, no, it's not to say that, but to celebrate where you're at and how far you've come within yourself, within your journey. You know, celebrate your light. And I feel that you are a light in a shadow space sometimes, like where if you look at back at the times that people may have wronged you, may have, not had the best of intentions, that you were still a light in those spaces, that you still showed up with integrity and love and truth and respect of people, patience, compassion, grace. You may have turned them on to things that they admire within you that they wish that they could tap into themselves, or maybe later they will tap into these things for themselves. But you were a light in those spaces where maybe it was darkness, or where you felt like, um, you were being attacked, you were being singled out, or you did not fit in. Okay. Okay. Let's see, like, how can you fully like work with this energy, like consciously? Is it something that you got to work through embodying? Is it through a ritual? Is it, what is it? Let's see. The sun. Hmm. You have Sekhmet here. She don't play. You know what I mean? Like, she don't play, child. And I feel some of you guys have to tap into that mama lioness energy, or know that you are divinely protected in a way that nobody should be playing about you or playing with you. Because Sekhmet is very, very powerful, like very powerful mama energy. And anyone that is of, her children, she's very protective of them. She's a protector of women and children, but she's also a protector of those who also walk with the divine feminine collective, or those that fight to protect and defend women and children. So it's like a very powerful matriarchal energy that, for you to tap into this, I feel like would either be, some of you guys may already work with Sekhmet or have worked with Sekhmet energy, or divine mother energy. Could be an ancestor that embodies this energy. I would stay in tune and connected with that energy, or allow that energy to back you and support you. Not to get too specific, but it definitely can be a Leo energy that surrounds you or is connected to you. Or if you have Leo in your chart, how can I embody and embrace my power through that placement of my, because it's an energy that's saying to come boldly, that is not afraid to slay and protect. It also gives me Arzuli Dantor energy too. With the machete, I'm like, that's the vision I'm seeing, like a mother that defends and protects, like she doesn't play. She's fearless when it comes to protecting her community, her tribe, her children. And there's maybe a way to embody your self-love. Like, I dare anybody to play with me. Like, you're protecting yourself as a mother and as a child. You're protecting and defending your inner child and yourself, that part of you that's precious, that's innocent, that's pure, that's loving. So I'm shoot. This segment is something, okay? A warrior energy, fearless energy. This is the third time she came out. Oshun of self-destruction came out again. This could also be like just consciously being aware of the times that you, or maybe even currently, have self-sabotage yourself through insecurities and fear. Because at the bottom of the deck, it is the Oshun of shame and regret. So guilt, remorse, self-loathing, like anywhere where those energies are prevalent. Yeah, anywhere where those energies are prevalent inside or keep you restricted or stuck or thinking that you're stuck or that you can't progress past where you are, or it's like somehow you cannot, you can't be more. Wherever those patterns or those destructive behaviors are, it's like once you annihilate them, I feel like you can fully embrace your power and see yourself. Otherwise, it's like it's a cloak, it's an illusion that you're not free. Okay. Now we're going to tap into love a little bit more. Okay. So it's always a treat if people stick around because I know that the heavy shit has to come out first. It's a given. And I know that some people don't want to stick around hear that. They don't want to hear that shit. They just want to hear what's to come. And then, I can sit back and sip my glass of lemonade and just wait for love to come to me and wait for some low value partner to get it right, get it together. But we ain't feeding into that. We ain't feeding into that. Okay. All right, let's tap into some love forecast energy. I'm trying to see if that's the timestamp. I think it is 61. Okay. All right, so we're going to get into the love forecast for Taurus season, Venus energy. Okay. So you don't have to have Taurus placements per se. It could just be like, how is this energy going to affect you during Taurus season? Okay. I don't know. I just feel led to say this, and it might be offensive, but it is what it is. But the love of your life is not a low life man or woman. Like that's a part of the self-love again, is like believing that someone that treats you like shit is someone that could be your Prince Charming or your princess stuck in a castle. Like, no, they're just a fucking hobbit. They're not that. So sometimes we be like blocking our blessings by thinking that thing that's really a curse is a blessing, and it's really not. The relationships that we settle for is a reflection, and it is what it is. And it might sting a little bit to hear this because it's holding up a mirror to self to say like, okay, yeah, I may not really value myself if this is what I think is the best that I can do. As long as you're chasing and settling and waiting for somebody that ain't shit, like you don't believe that you're deserving of more. And that's where you have to sit with yourself and ask yourself, why do I believe that this is the best that I can do? And how can I heal that part of myself so that I'm making myself available for things and people that are healthy for me, or the love that I say that I really want. Because as soon as somebody treats you like shit, this is the thing. Not saying that we've all been there, have gotten to that place or have always been in that place, because I was not always in that place where I could say, oh, I know this ain't this is just not for me. This is some bullshit. Cutting this shit off, moving on, you playing in my face. Good. It took me a long time to get to that place because it was always like, oh, I'll stick it out, because I didn't value myself enough. So of course I settled for some bullshit. So the 5 of Cups flew out. So yeah, it's like, it's disappointing, and I understand like the love journey is very disappointing when you pour into things and it feels like nothing ever pans out, nothing ever works out, even if it starts out good in the beginning. And yeah, there's points where you put your best foot forward and you feel like, oh, this person, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They seem like they're cool. They seem like they're real. They're honest. But then there's those moments where you just find out that, oh, this person was a shit. But oftentimes like a person will show you, they'll show you. People always show you whether they're reliable or they're not. You know, they are who they say they are. It's like the mask is always going to slip off. If there is one on, it's going to slip. Okay, so let's see. What kind of love is blossoming for you during this Taurus season? During Taurus season, on its way to come, if you're watching this ahead of time. What kind of love is blossoming for this collective divine spirit? The Queen of Cups. I want to clarify that because it's so easy to say, oh, well, self-love. But I mean, that's beautiful. It is. It's beautiful too, and it's most important. But let's see what else. The Lovers. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, as a result of your self-love, that is going to align you with a divine connection. I had to keep it 100. A lot of you are not in divine connection. Some of you, it's because you're single, you're choosing to be single and preserve your energy for the right one. For others, it's because you're wasting your time on bullshit. You want the real thing, but you're settling for something that's not the real thing, or you're entertaining it in the meantime. And entertaining something in the meantime that you know is not it is blocking your blessings too. It's like it's a mixed signal to the universe. Like, okay, why are you entertaining people that are not for you, and you know they're not, and it's like, well, until the right one comes. It's like, not only is that unfair to not just you and your person that's meant for you, but it's unfair to the person that you're dealing with. Like, even if they're doing the same thing, like, it's all around just fuckery, you know. Not singles, life chose me. I feel you, sis. The High Priestess, I feel like, yeah, this is a preserved energy with a conscious intent, but also subconsciously, like, deep down inside, knowing that, you know, deep down inside, maybe knowing that there's a reason as to why you're not with the person that you're meant to be with. Um, and there's a higher purpose or reason to it as of right now. The High Priestess actually is someone that in ancient times really wasn't someone that was involved in personal relationships. They were there to do their work, their healing, their magic, and sometimes to be entertainers. So they weren't focused on love and relationships. So as a high priestess, you or priestess or priest, you have a purpose and calling outside of love and relationships that maybe that's the season that you're in, and it's not a punishment. And I understand that people want to be in partnership, but it's not a punishment. It's not to say something's wrong with you or it's never going to happen. And but as long as you're looking at it from that perspective, the longer it's going to take, or longer it feels like it's going to take, because you're not content with your journey and where you are and where you're supposed to be. You're not trusting in the divine timing of your life. Like, everything has a purpose and season, and no part of my life is just a nothingness point. No, every point in your life has a purpose and has a season. What you do with that season is up to you. So if there is somebody that you're interested in, let's check the energy. Let's check the temperature, or somebody that you're dealing with. Let's check the energy. Let's see. Or energies, because it might not just be one situation. Before I do that, let me clarify this with the Aphrodite Oracle. I just want to see, when it comes to what's blossoming, what kind of love is blossoming your energy during Venus season, Taurus season. Sorry. Wow, you have Lady of the Earth. And it says, my beautiful child, Venus also rules over Taurus, which is an earth sign. Now is the time to connect with this aspect and to be more grounded and sensual. This is so on time. Wow. And it says, being in nature would benefit you now. So let's see what else wants to come out. All these cards flipped out. Honor yourself. It says, my child, sometimes we need to appreciate ourselves by gifting us with flowers and little gestures. Now is a time to honor yourself. Lady of the Night says, my dear child, this is a time to embody the energy of the Lady of the Nights, which is a sharp minded, focused, and independent. Um, just don't stay in it for too long, as you could lose some of your goddess energy. Fire Woman, my dear child, I am not only the goddess of love, but also of war. Didn't we tapped into that with the segment energy now? Says this aspect of me represents the raw power of a woman who has the fire in her hands, ready to command and to lead. Now is the time for you to be bold and be strong. Lastly is intuition. It says, my dear child, I see that your psychic gifts are strong at this moment in time. Use them. This is a good time to get more information about something. Follow your intuition. So the love that's blossoming in your life, it is definitely self-love, but with layers here. Um, First of all, to tap into that energy of Taurus energy, grounded, sensual, feel, be present, experience. Also honor yourself. Give yourself the things that you wish that others would give to you, or just validate your own self, your own energy. And you have the power to choose who you want. And if it's someone that does not choose you back, then it's like, okay, well, I don't want nothing that don't want me. So, okay, moving on. That's how you have to look at it, because wanting something that doesn't want you it's kind of insane for us to want things that don't want us, because it's saying that you believe you don't deserve something that wants you back too. So the more and more you say no to what doesn't want you, the more you open yourself up to receive what does. Unrequited love is not a natural flow of things. If it's unrequited, it means that the love is not there. So naturally, you would want a love that is both mutually desiring. Unrequited love can look like someone wants you and you don't want them, or you want someone that doesn't want you. So you're not being called to give in to somebody that wants you, and then you have to force yourself to want them too. Like, no, that's not natural flow. It's not something that is a balance or a magnetism. You want something that not only wants you, or someone that wants you, but someone that also values you. There's a strong, significant difference in that shit. You know, there's a strong difference in someone that just wants you versus the person that actually values you. Because when you want something, you can just be like, oh, it's not tickling my fancy anymore. And usually it's just rooted out of desire and lust. But when someone values you, it's because they actually love you. So utilize your divine, gifts of intuition and discernment. We all have it. Utilize that. And your other gifts, like if you have the gift of dreams and spirit is warning you in your dreams about something or someone, honor that, trust it. If it's a gut feeling, if it's a sense of something, or, you start having, you know, flashes of images of something that you just feel like, oh, something's not right. You're going to have to start to trust yourselves and your gifts. Your gifts are there to help you navigate, not just for you to give it back to others or to make money and this and that. It's like to help you navigate through life. Yeah, I understand that, Christina. It is sometimes a struggle to be content, especially if it's like almost like you don't want to be completely there. It's like you can be okay and fond of like a certain part of your journey. Um, but then like another part of it is like, well, I wish that this was going on, but it's not. So how do I find contentment in that? I understand. I mean, if that's along the lines of like what you're feeling. But I find like, at least what I'm learning though, I should say what I'm learning and like working through is that when I have those moments where like there's things that I want to happen in my life that aren't currently taking place, or it might even be like a worry as if it's ever gonna happen, is like I feel like that's a challenge to or just something to encourage me to find gratitude in the things that I do have and not, overlook that and not be present and grateful for what is now. But yeah. Okay, so speaking of, I'm going to put these back, these oracles, and I'm going to ask like the person. We're going to see if they pass the vibe check, child. We're going to see. Let's see. This person. What's the energy? What's the energy of this person of interest, person that you're dealing with? Crone of Wands again, that came out in the first reading. Wheel of Fortune, the Sun with Sekhmet again. She came out again, and the Enchantress. The Enchantress is the Magician card in this deck. So you almost got all major arcana cards. I feel like whoever this person is, they are either the catalyst contributing either through like empowerment and love and support, or through, the challenges, the pain, the destructive, the disrespect. But nonetheless, like their purpose is to help you fully embody your divine femininity power. And it seems to be a very fearless, protectress vibe, and like not being afraid to call in and to attract what it is that what you want, what you need. Um, this energy could be very excitable, like very sensual, very, strong chemistry, that it's a fiery energy that it provokes. I feel like people are very wildly attracted to you. Like you might not understand or see it or think so, but it's like they find your energy to be very attractive. Um, almost like this untamed. Yeah, because the death card at the bottom of the deck, it has Kali Ma. And instead of her cutting the hands or the heads off of other people, she's cutting her own head off. So there's something about this energy that feels um like this person is helping you tap into your power. It could be through, somebody got you fucked up. It could be through an energy of um how do I explain this? It could be an energy through, like, again, support and love, or it could be an energy where somebody had you fucked up. But I do feel like the strongest energy I'm picking up on is that there's an energy of passion and sexual attraction, because that's what it's giving. Um, I feel like sometimes people are very intimidated by your energy too. Like some people know better than to fuck with you, and then there's some people that I feel like will try it because they're intimidated and they want to feel validated by your energy, by maybe getting you provoked or by making you feel insecure about yourself. So you'll have those people that know better or just like too afraid to like approach you because they don't feel like they're good enough, or they feel like, you guys are just not a match, and you might not be that interested in them because it's like in some way they know like your energy requires some sort. It's like how do I explain this? Like Wow. How do I explain this energy? Because the vibe that this energy gives me is like someone that if they were to have a partner, their partner has to be just as powerful as them. It's like two um gods or goddesses walking together in empowerment and just like knows their purpose, their path. They know themselves. They're highly respected. They are, it's just like it just gives this reality. And I feel some people know that they're not aligned with that or attuned with that or that they're supposed to be that for you. And then there's some that know that they're not, and there's just like almost like a challenge, or how can I knock this person off their pedestal energy. So you got to be very mindful of that, because that is a very real thing too. People that can be intimidated by you, and you might not think so if you don't know like your power. You'll have like partners that will try to come in just to see like, oh, this person on they shit, oh, they think they're all of that, oh, this and that, and want to be a part of that, almost like they want to be aligned with you and attach themselves to you, but also they want to tear you down because it makes them feel good. So they find both validation in being with you and also by tearing you down as well. It's very weird and very twisted, but that's a real thing. That's a very real thing. So people trying to FaceTime me and shit while I'm trying to read. Come on now. So there is definitely something with like mirror work in the yoni. Maybe just like admiring that power, speaking life into it. I think in the book, the Sacred Woman, the Queen of Fua, Sacred Woman book, it does talk about speaking to your yoni and sending love and empowerment and healing to your womb space. But it could just be speaking love to you over your body, over your organs, over your blood, over, your cells, everything functioning, speaking life and love and empowerment through your veins, like all of that. Because these are very powerful energies. Let's see, what is the energy between you and whoever it is that you are interested in or currently dealing with for some of you? What is the energy exchange between you two? Oh, and I forgot. I be forgetting because I be wanting to clarify with the oracles and I forget. So let's tap in first, like the person that we asked about for you. Like, what is their energy? Let's clarify. Okay. So the answer to your question is a yes. It says, shine bright, my dear child. Now is the time for you to shine and be seen. The energy of the goddess is like a beautiful flower that is noticed by its surroundings. Now is the time to stop hiding yourself. You have beautiful talents and gifts that need to be shared. So it's like, yeah, this energy is going to give you kind of like that, again, that catalyst for you to open up, to shine, to be your authentic self. It's going to give you that energy. Like, yeah, go ahead, shine, be seen. Um, you're powerful, you're gifted, you're talented. Like it's going to charge that up in you. It's going to inspire. So it's not even really about the person per se, but we're going to tap into the energy exchange between the two of you. But it's not really solely about them. It's about you. So let's see. Yeah, your light shines. Your energy speaks very loudly before you do. What's the energy exchange between you and your person? Okay, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups, the Star, the Queen of Swords, and the Maiden of Swords. interesting. If you look at this speaks for itself. You see some drip drops coming out of it, again, it goes back to the sexual energy. I feel like this person is someone that you're very attracted to, and they're very attracted to you. There could be this sexual connection. Okay. Um, I'm gonna need y'all to, like, if you missed the beginning of the reading, to listen to that part of the reading and don't miss something, because I did speak about some sort of, um, you know, that energy exchange between adults, right? Um, so I'm picking that up here as well. So yeah, this person fulfills you maybe in that sense, or it's like you find this person to be very attractive, like they fulfill that sensual attraction, that's there. And I feel like this person's very attracted to you. This person almost sees or knows that you're someone that is not in the league of where they are right now within themselves. They feel like you're a bit above what they're able to provide and give or show up. Like the person that they're meant to be, they don't feel like they're fully aligned with that, and they don't feel like they're fully aligned with the person that they see you being with. So if this is someone you're dealing with, I don't feel like this is a serious relationship. It's not someone that you are committed. Um, some of you, this is like crushes and stuff. Like these people view you as like out of their league. Because your energy, like I said, you're very, very just stripped of pretentiousness. Like you're authentically you. Okay. At least those I'm speaking to. Like your energy is like there's no bullshit, there's no games. I'm not pretending to be somebody just so you can like me. Um, it's not giving pick me energy. And what I mean by pick me is not to say that you shouldn't respect and honor your partner. As long as they're respectful and honoring you, I will that disclaimer gotta go in there too. But like where it's like I'm gonna change everything I am and fit into what I believe this man or every man wants, or even what this woman wants, like this partner, like you'll strip yourself of your authenticity just so that you can be chosen by a person or to appeal to a person, rather than being like, this is me. Whoever fucks with it, whoever vibes with it is for me. So again, it goes back to how much do you love yourself? Because when you love yourself, you're going to choose authenticity every time. When you're not being like completely transparent with yourself and honest with yourself, you're going to settle for things that are not honest and transparent with you. So that goes the same with partnerships and relationships. So I feel like, again, the energy between you and this person is that you are very raw and real with who you are. And you may have transformed and changed quite significantly because you have the maiden, which is like a younger energy to the Queen of Swords. Um, and I got to cover these heifers up because they ain't got no clothes on. Hold on. So yeah, I feel like they represent like a transformation, a growth inside of you. And it's like there's something very promising about your energy. Like people might view you as someone that has the ability to be more than what you even are. They might see you far more than you see yourself. Like they feel like there's so much potential in your energy. Yeah. Like so much potential. And not only that, I feel they might even perceive like that they would be a burden to you as well. Like this could be someone that you are no longer connected with, but there's still some sort of vibe or exchange, or like you were interested in them, and now maybe you guys are just no longer speaking, no longer talking. And they feel like you've grown, you've changed significantly. Like whatever the pain or the weight of this relationship or this connection was, they feel like you took that and you transmuted the energy. You've taken it
and you found empowerment in it. Like, the moon card at the bottom of the deck again is like there's so much to you that they feel like is mysterious. They can't read you. They don't know how to read your energy. Sometimes they just like, if this is someone that you haven't talked to in a while, or if this is someone that you're currently seeing, it's like your energy is changing, is switching up on them. Not like you're being funny and like trying to be fake towards them, but changing up on them in a sense of like they no longer can relate to who you are now. And it's not in a disrespectful way. Like, it's not to say like, oh, I can't relate to you because like you're just weird, or it's more so from a place they feel like they can't catch up with who you're becoming. Be very careful of sexual exchanges. I slipped up and said it, but the lust card is at the bottom of, it was underneath the moon. So the lust card is the strength card in this deck. Your energy is something very undeniable. And again, like I said, people will want to experience even though they know what they shouldn't, or they're not somebody that is in alignment with you, but they're still going to try it. And they might use, you know, adult intimacy to gain power and control back, or to hook you or bait you back in. And you have to be very careful. One of the ways that this might happen first is through dreams. If this person is coming to your dreams trying to be intimate with you, that is them seeking dominance in the waking life. So I don't know who this person is, but I'm not really too fond of their energy like that. And yeah, I'm just not. Mm. Yeah, you have to clear this energy out before the real deal can come in. So, it's like we're not gonna just brush over the surface and like surface clean shit, and then I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, like I'm not that type of reader that's gonna tell you what you want to hear. I can't do it. Again, you have the power to choose. You choose your night. Like, I crown you, ninja. Um, you know, shoot, the lady choosing her night, and if it's not someone that's worth choosing, yeah, it's, and two, like another thing too, like you might not believe it. Maybe you do, I don't know, but some of you may not believe this about yourself, but people feel like it's an honor for you to even give them the time of day. But if you don't see that, and you're like making this person to be like, you hyping them up when they're not really giving anything to you, anything of value, substance, or not putting any real effort, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I can milk this shit. And if they have respect for you, they'll leave you alone. So the children card came out. It says, if you have children, this indicates giving them more attention. If you plan on having kids and your children are saying hello from the other dimension, this card also represents a completely new beginning. So some of you guys shouldn't even, I hate to say it, not really hate to say it, because I know it sounds like bitch is an asshole. This tarot reading is not telling me what I want to hear. Fuck this bitch. Let me go turn on something that tells me what I want to hear. No, I'm just but no, like some of you guys shouldn't even really be focused on this person or this love right now. Like, you have kids that, their energy needs you more. And for some of you, you could have a child that's on the way, or baby on the way. So it's like, be very careful of who you choose to consummate yourself with. Okay, be very mindful of that. Be careful. And there's new beginnings that are on the horizon for you in love. And some of you guys just might be curious about old people, exes, and it's just time to let them go. Um, but you do have admirers. You have people that actually watch you on the sidelines. They're curious about if you're single, if you're in a relationship, are you dating, are you open to dating? It's people that are interested in you. And I don't feel like they're all up in your face. They're not trying to be seen. They're not trying to like throw themselves at you. They're not trying to spit game. Like, they're just respectfully staying on the sidelines. They're not bothering you, you know? They're not coming in to F up your world. So energy healing, this is what you need right now. You need that space to give back to yourself and just be relaxed. She's on the ocean. I wish I could lay nude on the beach where there's no weird freaks around, just me by myself. I wish that this looks like very peaceful to me. Just I love it. And she's nude too, so I gotta cover her ass up. It says, I see that your energy is out of balance. Now is the time to clear your space, open the windows, take a salt bath, burn some incense, or give yourself an energy clearing session. You will feel more balanced and energized afterwards. Yeah, I believe that. Sis. Not you're not seeing anyone or curious about anyone. That's a good space to be at too. Shoot, you ain't got no worries. Like it's sometimes people feel weird not having crushes, but like no, like sometimes if it ain't happening. And I also feel too like sometimes when you're not crushing on anyone, it's not because sometimes crushes are just distractions. Like you have to be fixated on something or someone that typically is just a distraction. That's a whole subject, whole topic. We need to talk about that one day. We're gonna talk about like, cause yeah, one of me and my good sisters were talking about like how people feel like it's normal to have crushes all the time, and I mean, it's not a bad thing completely, but just sometimes it's like it is a distraction. Sometimes, like you cannot go without having somebody to center, a male or a man or a woman to center. Okay. So let's see what type of people are magnetized by your Venus energy. The type of people are, in a romantic sense, are magnetized by your Venus energy. Let's put these back real quick. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. The balance card was the temperance card that came out in the beginning of the reading before we got to the love part. So you might want to watch that. Seven of Swords, yeah. Yeah. Three of Wands, yeah. Not to say that, people that don't have genuine intentions are not interested, but there is someone like that you're connected to that's in the way that needs to get out of the way. And this is someone that is not for you. The Three of Wands is like that anticipation for progression. For some of you, this isn't a romantic partner that's in the way. It could be the energy of people that you need to get out of your way because, like, let's say you have like toxic people in your life that you're cool with, and they might be jealous of you being in a healthy situation, a relationship, or like you have a friend or a family member or someone that would be the type to sleep with your partner or try to flirt or get with them or try to sabotage. It's like spirit doesn't want you around those types of people that don't have healthy boundaries, do not have respect for you to be around. Like these people, they gotta go. So the energies that are attracted to you, they're there. It's just like they're kind of hidden. Nine of Pentacles, these could be people that are independent themselves. They may be people that are focused on their wellness, creating a healthy environment for themselves. They're very proud of the things that they've created or that they are creating. So these are people that have confidence. Three of Cups. Yeah, so these are like people that feel would be like either positive people in your environment, people that are going to support you, people that are going to cheer you on. They may be someone that's sociable, someone that maybe is very connected with their friends and their family, where they are very supportive and protective of the ones that they love. Their circle might not be that big, but they have a loyalty. about them, and they have loyalty in their life, in their circle. They surround themselves with people that they love and can trust. You might meet this person through some sort of like social energy that you resonate with, like a space that resonates with you, not just some place that you're forced into, or a place that um doesn't resonate with you. It's like it's stiff, it's boring, it's people being pretentious, and you know what I mean, or just like this toxic environment. Like, going to a club where everybody just got their phones up, just Snapchat, not enjoying the moment, not laughing, vibing, dancing. It's like it's just a whole bunch of look at me and I'm trying to be seen and I want everybody to know I'm up in the spot. That type of it might be not even like a social environment such as like a bar or a lounge. It could be like a sporting event, like some sort of activities or arts and crafts, and something that you're interested in, a hobby or an environment that is peace to you or that you feel connected, whether it's the environment or the people or all of the above there. Yeah. So you do have some good energies that are attracted to you too. I feel like you just need to get rid of the ones that aren't for you, or the people that um yeah, we do need a lie for the single folks, because believe it or not, there's people that don't have any interest in anybody, and that's okay. That's fine. It's not like something's wrong with you if you don't have a crush or you don't have somebody like that you just got on the side. It's okay. It's normal. It's called just peace. Summertime and yes came out again. So if you're asking, am I going to meet someone soon? Or maybe specifically you ask, am I going to meet somebody this summer? Yes. Or something going to pop off in my love life this summer? Most likely, yes. Um, so the summertime card, it says, my dear child, the answer to your question has to do with summertime. And the answer to your question is yes. That's funny. Anyway, so it says this marks a time of success, recognition, joy, celebration, and having a good time. This also stands for a positive outcome. Yay, congratulations. No, I do feel like this is a clear message that if anyone was asking about like summertime romance or meeting someone in the summer or something happening with your love life in the summer, this is definitely a yes to that. Or just that confirmation to enjoy summer, have a good time, be open to maybe dating or something. Like this could just represent like a new energy, a new beginning. Okay. All right. So that was the reading, y'all. I appreciate you guys for joining me. It's been a long time since I did like collective reads that weren't the Ghetto Fairy Fridays. So I do appreciate you guys for coming on here on Saturday, to pop up. Make sure you guys like the video. Okay. If you guys are interested in booking a reading with me, you guys can check out my website. And yeah, I'll be happy to work with you, give you some clarity, give you some guidance. If you want the real, if you want it straight up, yeah, I'm your reader, your messenger. Not, tons of readers out there that you can find. All right. So much love to you guys. Thank you so much. I'll try to remember to put the timestamps just in case like you guys want to go back to some parts of the reading. But yeah, much love. Y'all be blessed. Be safe. Until the next one. Peace.